homie, now you act like you don't know me. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. People smile in your face, but they be wicked and they phony. Tell me who should I feel with the 1611 on me?
When I was on the corner selling drugs with the thugs, popping bottles in the club, everybody showed me love. But since I came in this truth, my people don't treat me the same. When they see me with my fringes on, they looking at me strange. I guess they hate what I became, but I just charge it to the game. I just stay up in my lane and I will never be ashamed. My new 357 is my 1611 and I always keep it on me, so I'm never feeling lonely. You gon' learn, homie. My own family done turned on me. It's like I'm all alone. Yahweh keep me strong through this long journey. They love me more when I was wicked. We must prepare for war, this holy battle, so addicted. Now they looking like what happened when they listen to me rapping, cause I'm bringing out the truth up in the booth and still snapping. I pray that I stay focused, cause my people around me hopeless. Ever since I started keeping the commandments, I just noticed.
Since I came in this truth, my people don't treat me the same. They love me at my worst, but now they hate what I became. I put my salvation before the money and the fame. Lost some partners on the way, but I just shot that to the game. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. People smile in your face, but they be wicked and they phony. Tell me who should I feel with the 1611 on me?
Lord, please protect me from my faith, Lord, please forgive me for my wicked sins.
Fake love, fake friends, only friends for occasions. You my friend when I got it all. Please stop the faking. Please don't fake the funk when you come around me. I prove them first, I got the scriptures. Yeah, my script is on me. Study up, look it up. Fake the funk and I cut it up. Check my resume, I'll cut you off. I see you texting, I reject the call. Secret message, you want all my business. Just to laugh and go tell it all. Try to tell you come hit Shabbat. Now you miss when I text a call. You a surfing, I see you lurking, I see you working. You gon' be hurting. Tell me what's your purpose, throw all the shade. Like you a curtain, you acting fake. That's certain, that's certain. Are you real or are you fake? Are you heathen or are you Jake? If you celebrate pagan holidays, no thanks, I don't wanna play. Real friend, I'll hold it down. 100 soldiers, that's no clowns. 200 boots when we hit the ground.
Since I came in this truth, my people don't treat me the same. They love me at my worst, but now they hate what I became. I put my salvation before the money and the fame. Lost some partners on the way, but I just shot that to the game. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. People smile in your face, but they be wicked and they phony. Tell me who should I feel with the 1611 on me? A man's foe should come from out of his house, so you can't trust the soul. The wise keep if they mouth closed. My eyes open as I sleep, gotta stay woke and meditate on scriptures a Christian could never dare quote. They say I changed, as I say that was some air quotes. I'm acting strange since I ain't sinning and raising hell, yo. You should stick together like them jabos with Velcro. Now you need some whenever you hit my cell phone. His speech was smooth, but deep in his heart was war. For more have died from the tongue than the edge of the sword. I know they hate me just for your name's sake, but Lord, I'd rather die before I ever start keeping these laws. I swear my family members getting sick of me. Gave them back all of the presents under the Christmas tree. Praying that Yahweh shine don't put their blood on the leaves, but Lord knows I ain't perfect. God Since I came in this truth, my people don't treat me the same. They love me at my worst, but now they hate what I became. I put my salvation before the money and the fame. Lost some partners on the way, but I just shot that to the game. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. You used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. People smile in your face, but they be wicked and they phony. Tell me who should I feel with the 1611 on me?
You just rapping all the way through? Rap all the way. Alright, come on. It's your boy King Kadash. Take one. Yo. This that Job 9:24. Earth is given to the wicked. We about to set it off, and I ain't talking Jada Pinkett. Bible is my rifle. Catch me chilling with disciples. I'm a gangster for the Lord. I'm a rival. This is tribal. 5'10" in the flesh, but I'm 6'9" in my spirit. Like David when he fought Goliath. Sharpen rock the spirit. Millie rock him across the face. Kill him dead. Verse 48. Keep commandments I know you hate. Feel the Lord. I beat the case. Boom bye bye for you body boys. Skinny jeans for you thotty boys. Feminine talking you shawty boy. Chi mug get body boy. You dealing with some soldiers, you talking to some prophets. If you living wicked, then boy you gotta stop it.
Somebody say pull up. Son of the right cipher. See how the thing them say right now? You don't know, if you open up your ears and listen keenly. You don't know, man. Babylon time soon, time done.
You guys rapping all the way through? Rap all right, come on. It's your boy King Kadash. Take one. Yo. This that Job 9:24. Earth is given to the wicked. We about to set it off, and I ain't talking Jada Pinkett. Bible is my rifle. Catch me chilling with disciples. I'm a gangster for the Lord. I'm a rival. Job 9:24. Earth is given to the wicked. We about to set it off, and I ain't talking Jada Pinkett. Bible is my rifle. Catch me chilling with disciples. I'm a gangster for the Lord. I'm a rival. This is tribal. 5'10" in the flesh, but I'm 6'9" in my spirit. Like David when he fought Goliath, sharpen rock the spirit. Millie rock him across the face, kill him dead, verse 48. Keep commandments I know you hate. Feel the Lord, I beat the case. Boom, bye bye for you body boy. Skinny jeans for you thotty boys. Feminine talking, you shoddy boy. Chi mug get body boy. You dealing with some soldiers, you talking to some prophets. If you living wicked, then boy you gotta stop it. Blessings come with discipline. Demons come in sheep's clothing. Learning comes with listening. Weak men come with fake glory. We gon' pull this system down, burn it down to the ground. Kill our babies and our mothers. What go round, come around. 95, it was hot. Jake, it's time, get the crops. Fighting back, we never die. We too strong, we never cry. We just want our minor rubs. 40 acres, 10 big steps. In the hood, we built the sticks. Silly rabbit, we the tricks. Peter took the pepper, then he made himself a penny. Read a book, it made him better. Then he mixed it with some Henny. Yeah. Hey, man. You know we gotta keep the commandments, right? You know we gotta keep the commandments, right? Hey man, shout out to my engineer ASAP on the beat, man. You know, we've been here all night. But Israel, it's time, man. Quan Yasharella.
I was born amongst Judah, raised amongst Benjamin, seed of Abraham. Spirit of a righteous man, these laws took the death of me. These laws took the best of me. Now I judge all things, boy, you can't step to me. All these niggas wicked, I just mind my business. Rebuke them one time, now they all up in their feelings. I'm a rude boy, shot to these scriptures automatic. These scriptures do damage, these scriptures make them panic. I used to know some hitters, now I know some preachers. I used to know some niggas, now all my brothers conscious. I used to know some witches, now all my women proper. That's that black reality, they can't control my thoughts, so they scared of me like Jason. But this ain't Halloween, pardon me, part of my speech. Emotions on my sleeves, cause the blood in the streets ain't of my enemies. Babylon gon' burn. The wicked had they turned 12 tribes rising up. Yahweh shot the word, Babylon gon' burn. The wicked had they turned 12 tribes rising up. Yahweh, that's the word.
Right. Yahweh, that's the word. Benjamin, the right son, call me Benyamin. 12 sons who might be young, but we fight like a lion. Nations keep trying, scriptures like a lion. Praying to the Most High to take me to Zion. Stepping on the snakes cause they in the way. Keep it to yourself, we don't want your apology. You the prey, we the wolf, never knew we hunting packs. The alpha male coming out straight like that. About to sniff out all you stinking rats. Most High, you know he got our back. Read the scriptures, it will confirm that.
613 commandments, you know, so we have to learn that. 144,000 seals, you know, so we have to earn that. Sure. Hey, that's, you know, we'll wrap up this thing nice and decent, you know, our text some boy. Hey, you don't know, being an Israelite is a real walking up. Hey, real talking up. Well, here walk one. I'm on set. Where you're a witness right now. It's Israel rising up. We're going back to the commandments, so I guess you can say that we're wising up. So Esau's lighting up. It's a kingdom reaper. See a big angry black man, call him Hamashiach Diva. Oh, a superhero. And we're fiend battle axes. Come up and take back this your kingdom, just like he took taxes. Send them back into slavery, just like we send faxes. And rip them out like unwanted here in bikini waxes. Street teaching, we really be doing it. All these nations out here having a ball, and we come here so we ruin it. Open them out and they put a shoe in it. Leave them brains pounded like when priests go hunt catch a fake Jew and leave them confounded.
Hey bro, hey, nobody knows what Christ really looked like.
You chief among heritage.
Big Jews for dead.
When you oppress poor people, then
Big Jews for dead.
when you boost homosexuality,
Big Jews for dead.
even when the sun hits you,
Big Jews for dead.
then give 2 to the head of. Then wake him back up for service. Then give him 100 lashes. Very tartar that make them nervous. But our own people are cursed like we shouldn't want recompense. Them for do it to us but can't do it to them. Well, that no make no sense. And them forget what them forget. As the rape them now regret. And all the murder where them let the most high superior death. And it's a service announcement from the wolves howling at the full moon. Saying stay tuned. All of the prophecies will be full soon.
God. Hold on a second. God. Let me see. God. Shalom. I got you up here, Kadash? No, I don't. Hold on. One second. Have you up? Let's see what this works.
There we go.
You up there?
Yep.
Hold on. Let me make this a little better because it's a little chopped up.
Hold on 1 second. All right. Now we're in the worlds of wisdom. All praise to the Most High. Fake Jews for dead.
Hold on, Salah. My fault. Having some technical difficulties. There we go. God. All right, we know. Listen, we ain't gonna let Satan stop us, man. We ain't gonna let Satan stop anything if we keep going. God, shalom. You know, I am Captain Asher, and I got with me.
Come on, shalom. This is Captain Kadash from Bilal Zion. Hallelujah.
God, and this is Wednesday Wisdom. Welcome back to another Wednesday Wisdom, family. I hope everybody's been having a beautiful week. You know, I hope everybody is having a blessful week. You know, I know Shaitan is at work, you know, and is trying to throw everybody off their pivot. I hope everybody's staying strong in the spirit of the Most High. I hope y'all are praying and fasting and reading through your scriptures throughout the week. You know, because I know the week can be hard. I know the week can be vexing. I know the week can be very tumultuous, if you will. It could be very trying of the spirit. You could be in the fire throughout the week. And we hope that Wednesday Wisdom give you that extra energy to keep fighting on until the Shabbat, until you reach your the day of rest. So let's jump into the class. So the class is called Wednesday Wisdom, the severity of marriage. Now, you may be wondering why y'all brothers doing a class on the severity of marriage? Is because, and the reason for the of us doing this class is because in Israel there's a thing that is going on that we have to address as the teaching body and as the soldiers of Israel that watches over our people. That we have to really get an understanding as the nation, the seriousness and the severity of marriage. What plays into the marriage, how marriages should be conducted. Because marriages shouldn't be taken lightly in the nation of Israel. It is a very big deal within the nation of Israel. Because why? It's because man and woman is making a contract to be binded as one in the eyes of the Most High, as well as the Mashiach Yahushai and all the angels present. And you are signing a binding contract and an oath saying that you and this person will be together till death do you part. And this is why we're doing the class of severity of marriage, to let you know the seriousness and the big deal of being married. So, Khan, you got anything you want to say, Captain Kadash?
No. Just to kind of lay me back on what you're saying about, we always say this when we teach in classes about, when two people come together and under the circumstances of marriage, we understand that marriages make up the nation of Israel, right? Families, the nation of Israel is made of families, right? Not just blood related, but the people who get married. You have husbands and wives, and they have children and so forth. So, we really want to put an emphasis on how important this thing is, and it should not be taken as a light matter, right? I got a scripture I want to bring out. Let's get Colossians 3:17 first. Colossians 3:17. You want to take your time when you talk about marriage, man. Marriage is not something you just do overnight. When we look in the world, we know for a fact that the world does marriages wrong. That's why people get divorced at the rates they do, right? And they're not doing the work to stay together. They don't have the proper guidance to run their relationship, right? To be in a relationship with somebody for the rest of your life, man, you need the scriptures, right? You need the Bible. You can't put the Bible away, right? You have a union between two people, and guess what? You're gonna have disagreements. You're gonna bump heads, but guess what? Guess what? Solidifies the truth. Guess what grounds you? Guess what should be the center of your relationship? The Most High in His Word.
Right.
If you get rid of both of those, your marriages are doomed.
Right.
All right.
So let's read that Colossians 3:17. This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Outer One, Yahushua, giving thanks to the Outer One and the Father by Him.
So business as usual, right? Let me get Sirach chapter 7 and verse 24. Right. Everything we do in the name of Mashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. After this scripture, we're going to go into the reason behind marriage. Like, what was the purpose? Why did the Most High even say, marriage is a thing? Right? Why did He say, I'm going to bind two people which should be together for the rest of their life? And these two people should be the progenitors of nations that come from them, if they do the thing right.
You want Sirach 7?
Yeah, and start at verse 24.
I was about to get it in the GNT. So
we can read in the GNT. Well, I don't know what it says, but let's read it in KJV first.
One second.
All right.
Hold on.
So we talked about this not being a light matter. Marriage is not a light matter. Being with somebody for the rest of your life is not a light matter. Counseling is not a light matter. All right. These things aren't light things, man. In the world, you just pair up with people when you're in the world with no regards.
Right.
You think in the back of your mind, well, divorce is always an option. If I want to leave, I can always separate. When you come into the truth, you learn that this thing is, it could be more detrimental.
Right.
Right. It's a heavy thing. If we want to stop, or if we want to repair the people, if we want to repair our nation, our families, this is where it starts. Even if you have one righteous person and a fool, you put those two things together, you're going to have a foolish nation, man. Right? It's very important that both of you guys are trying to walk in the law, statutes, and commandments and have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. All right, so read what you got real quick.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7. You want 23 or 24?
24.
Come, this is the book Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 24. Hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
So as a father, all right, when you get married, well, let me back up. When you get married and you become a father, you're going to have possibly a daughter. Now watch what it says when you have a daughter. Read on.
Come, hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
Have care for their body, meaning watch over them, right? Don't show yourself too cheerful towards your daughters, right? It's very important that your daughter has some type of fear, right? Or some type of respect. That's what we look at in the scriptures. When we talk about respect and honor, it is extremely important that she has respect for her father, because she's going to respect his words. She's going to respect certain things that he says. Well, you know, when she's trying to marry a certain individual and he says la that means la right? According to the scriptures, a father can forbid a marriage. This is not the world where you do what you want to do, right? If a father disannuls a marriage, or if he doesn't want it to go down, he has the right to do that, because that daughter belongs to him until he appropriately or properly gives her away, all right? But the point I want to bring out is this. Read on.
God, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding.
Now you see that? It says, marry thy daughter, and you have performed a weighty matter. This is not a light matter. Right. When you marry, marriage in itself is a weighty matter. Marriage is probably the most important decision you will ever make in this life. When you choose the mate that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, this is somebody that you intend to, spend your last days here on earth with, right? This is the person that you are deciding to raise generations of men and women. And if you choose the wrong person, right, you're going to run into a foolish nation. You're going to have foolish children. You're going to have dishonorable children, right? Children that don't respect the Most High, that don't respect authority, that don't respect their elders. Let me say it again. I want to be clear. Marriage is the most important decision you will ever make in your life. So we need to be careful. When we read 1 John 4:1, it says, test the spirit by the spirit. Right? You have to, when we look at Sirach, it kind of coincides with it. We have to look at that individual and line them up and say, you know what? This person is good for me. When I look at the check marks that the Most High has lined out for me from a scriptural standpoint, this person is checking those boxes off. Right? So when we eliminate, so I always bring out the two scriptures where it says, matter of fact, I'll wait. I'll jump down that road a little bit later. All right. But I just wanted to point out how serious of a matter this was. Ashley, you had something you want to bring out?
Come on, one sec. I'm about to get it. Let me get 1 Corinthians 7. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 7.
Come on.
Let's go to verse 2.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Now, it's talking about now every man should have his own wife. The Most High didn't make us to be alone. The Most High never intended for us to be alone. For a man to be alone and a woman to be alone throughout their whole entire life. It say that we should come together, that every man should have a wife and every woman should have a husband. Let's read on.
Verse 3. That the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise, also the husband hath not power of his own flesh, of his own body, but the wife.
Let's jump down to verse. I want to get the case and point for what I want. Let's get the verse 7.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
I would that all men were even as I myself,
Mm-hmm.
but every man hath his proper gift of God.
What?
Every man hath his proper gift of God.
Now, he's saying that every man has his proper gift. What was that gift? It's a wife. And every gift to a woman is a good husband. Now, it's saying that we should all be married. That we should all be looking to become one flesh with the counterpart. The scriptures never told us to be by ourselves, chilling in the cut, just vibing. I could do bad all by myself. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't want to do bad all by myself. I'd rather be going bad with somebody that I love, because it make the bad a little bit less grievous. At least you can vent your problems to your counterpart. That's the beauty of having a wife or even having a husband. When you're going through bad times, you're not alone. You're not suffering as much as you would, rather than having somebody with you who care about you, who's concerned for your well-being. And it's saying that it's a proper gift. It's a gift from the Most High. And we know when the Most High gives us a gift, we have to be grateful and cherish the gift that God gave us. Because here's the thing, just how the Most High gives you a gift, He can easily take away that gift if you're not dealing with it properly, and give it to somebody else. Yep. And that's the truth. It can happen. It can definitely happen. The Most High can give you a good thing on the earth, a beautiful sight, a beautiful wife. But next thing you know, you hem yourself up. You in a situation. One thing leads to another. Y'all end up getting divorced. Then she end up getting married to another good man. And now you sitting there down in the swamps and alone, going through it, because you didn't cherish the gift of the Most High of what He gave you, or you being neglectful of it. And we shouldn't be neglectful to the things that the Most High give us.
And that's why it's important, even when you're in a marriage or you're about to get married, you should not only just be praying for your spouse, right? You need to pray for yourself. You need to pray that the Most High gives you the tools and the resources necessary to deal with your spouse in a righteous manner. Right? Because listen, Satan gonna come play. Right? When you get married, Satan is gonna play. And there's gonna be all type of temptations to split your way. So remember, Satan's job is really to, get us away from the Most High. Satan wants us to move. He wants to move us to unrighteousness. All right. When we're bickering and arguing and going at it in a marriage, and we just can't seem to see eye to eye and things like that, that's Satan playing in your marriage.
Right.
You got to know how to ground that. If you don't have the tools or the resources necessary, you better pray for it, because you're going to need it. Right. We cannot, in this truth, we should definitely have, I think we do, but we should definitely have a better statistical outcome for marriages, right? We should have a better statistical outcome for marriages in this truth, right? Because we have something that everybody doesn't have. Remember in Colossians chapter 1, it says the mystery was revealed unto His saints. The mystery of what? The mystery is the ways of the Most High, the things that He gave us, the tools, the resources. Everybody don't have this.
Right.
Right? Everybody's not privy to the knowledge we have. So if something is going wrong in your marriage, if something is going wrong with the spouses that you are choosing, if something is going wrong, can't seem to find it, it's like, okay, well, let's re-examine the scriptures. What's really going on here? All right. That's a good point, though. You got to make sure that you on point, in your marriage. You can't just, a lot of people like to just point fingers. Oh, it's her. It's her. It's not me. It's her. No. How about you look at yourself first, and then you say, you know what? I did everything from a scriptural standpoint. I did what I was supposed to do.
Right.
And then you could turn that around and say, you know what? All right, now let's look at this as a group.
Right. You can't be like how Adam was when he was seduced by Eve, saying, "This woman you gave me, this woman you gave me caused me to sin.
It's your fault, God."
Nah, it was both of y'all that played the part, not just one. It take two to tango, not just one. And you got seduced also, so it's basically your fault. You should have been on point.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna cause you to. Now I'm gonna give you a whole world of problems because you ain't want to do right. And it goes back. That's why we got to be careful when we dealing in marriage, because we got to be on point. You have to be on point. When it comes on the sister side, you got to be on point. When it comes to the man side, you got to be on point. You're basically becoming a team. You're not just one individual in a relationship and one individual in a relationship. Nah, y'all are a team in a relationship.
Yep.
You got to help each other out. What one's lacking, you're supposed to help build up. And if one's slacking in one area, if the man is slacking in one thing, the woman supposed to help him build him up to where he's not weak no more. You cover each other's weaknesses. That's what marriage should be. Marriage shouldn't just be for the sake of oh, you know, I have feelings for him. We've been laying down, shacking up, and I'm catching feelings. No, you got to go deeper than that. You got to see what this man's ideology, his ideals are, his philosophies, where it all come from, his morals, his ethics, his standards, his positions on certain topics and situations.
Yeah.
And likewise the woman. Because here's the thing, here's some crazy stuff. There's Christians in the world that are married, that believe in God, and their spouse believes in something totally different. And their houses are chaotic. How can you believe in the Most High and you dealing with a woman that deals with voodoo, that believes in the quote unquote ancestors, or that believes in zodiac signs? That don't work.
Oil and water don't mix. Oil and water do not mix.
It don't mix.
God and Satan do not mix.
It don't mix.
A lot of people try to put Satan with God, but it's not going to work out. You try to look past Satan's ways, but it's not going to work out. It don't work like that. See, that's why, listen, a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters get caught up in the attraction of individuals, right? They have these surface level conversations and they think everything is all groovy. And then later down the road, when principles and morals need to be practiced or implemented in the house, now you start running into issues, right? Now you mad because, you know, she believes woman is God, and, you know, she could come home at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? You know, things like that. You know, he believes in the spaghetti monster,
right?
All right, it's just that's not how the Most High intended things to be. That's why scripture, when we just read in Sirach chapter 7, you know, you're a righteous man raising your daughter in this truth. The scriptures say, give your daughter over to a man of understanding. A man of understanding is going to believe in the Most High God. A woman of understanding is going to believe in the Most High God. Right? So why put that burden? Why take that burden on?
Good. Matter of fact, let's get the precept. Let's get 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Because it's better. We can talk about it all. We could speak all we want, but the scriptures is going to be the one that seals the deal at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14.
Go on. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Read that one more time for the top, brother.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
It say, be ye not unequally yoked. Don't be on the same level as them.
I gotta break down what a believer is, though.
Facts. You get
because
that.
I think that's important. They think that a believer is somebody that just believes in God.
Right.
Listen, people who do evil things believe in God, quote unquote. Right. But there is a standard that you have to meet if you say you are a believer, if you believe in God. We're going to read that in Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32 and verse 24. Mm-hmm. He that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandment. Meaning they listen and do the commandments. You cannot be with a believer, right? Listen, I love this. Verse 14 says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. A believer with an unbeliever is going to cause a lot of problems. A believer, according to the scriptures, is somebody who believes or keeps the commandments. They listen to the commandments. They do the commandments. What are the commandments? Sabbath day. What are the commandments? Not eating certain things. What are the commandments? Not celebrating pagan holidays. All of these things are commandments of God. If they do not want to do that, you are yoking yourself to an unbeliever. And the scriptures say don't do that. And I see a lot. Listen, I'm about to go down a whole rabbit hole.
Oh man. We're going down the rabbit hole.
I'm about to go down a whole rabbit hole because what you see in this truth, man, a lot of brothers and sisters say, well, you know, I'm gonna give him time. Right? I'm gonna give him some time to you know, and next thing you know, it's 5 years later, and you still, you know, y'all throwing each other against the wall in the house.
Oh man.
Throwing you don't threw your wife through the slide door because she don't brought the Christmas tree home.
Through the slide door?
Through the slide door. It wasn't even open, the glass was still there.
Dang.
But that's because we don't listen to what the Most High. Even I tell people this all the time. Even if you don't understand why the Most High is saying something, it is best that you practice it because you're gonna find out why.
Facts.
And a lot of times, if you want to experiment doing the wrong things that the Most High told you not to do, right? Most of the time, by the time you realize it's too late, right? You 5 years deep into this thing. Now you got 3 kids, and you're trying to find out how to raise these 3. Now you're trying to avoid child support.
Thanks.
Right? You just miserable. You just living your everyday life miserable. You wake up miserable. You go to work miserable. You come home miserable. You take a shower, you miserable. You gotta sit in the car for 2 hours because you don't want to go in the house.
Damn. Just imagine every time somebody bring up your wife's name, all you hear is
you just sighing.
Just sighing and crying.
Take a deep breath.
You lamenting so bad. Like you just even when you hear your wife's name, she just causes instant stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Instant stress. And it shouldn't be like that. Your rib should not be your stress, but your rib should be your rest. And vice versa.
Yep.
Your husband should be your rest, your safe haven, your sanctuary. He should be the hedge. That's your protection. So this is the seriousness of dealing in marriage. This is the severity of what marriage really is. Because like we can't play around with this thing. We can't. If we trying to build nations, right? We have to pick the right people. We can't just be picking anybody. We gotta be picking the cream of the crop. Because you know what's also is involved with your marriage? Your reputation. Your name and your reputation will be on that child. Will be on your future kids. And you do not want to deal with somebody that's named that is muddy, man. You don't want to deal with somebody whose name is not up, what is it? Upheld in Israel, man. Because if you pick some regular brother, some brother that's barely going through the precepts, that's lackadaisical and everything, that don't want to put his hands to the plow, lazy, don't want to build up economic wealth, ain't trying to reach his people to teach his people. You should be dealing with that brother, to be honest with you. You should be dealing with brothers that are of the cream of the crop, and brothers also should be dealing with women of the cream of the crop. You do not want to be picking a wife that's just not doing anything. She's not bigging you up. She's not maturing. She's not nurturing or helping building you up in the spirit.
She's not doing anything the scriptures told her to do.
She's not doing anything. All she do when you come home from work is tear you down. It's already bad enough you have your boss tearing you down. It's already bad enough you got these cops tearing you down. And then when you get home, she tearing you down too?
Imagine trying to correct your house with the scriptures and they look at you and say, I don't give a damn about those scriptures.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care.
At that point, I'm getting a divorce. I'm immediately calling the elders. I'm calling Shalimar. I'm calling.
Hey, listen, it happens.
I'm leaving this woman.
It happens, man. It happens, and you know how it happens. A lot of people get caught up because they did not listen to the scriptures. Scriptures always said two things, and I'm going to paraphrase it to save time. It says, "Stumble not at the beauty of the woman, and then desire her not for her pleasure." If you remove both of those things from the table, what do you got? Right? If you don't have a righteous woman after you remove both of those things from the table, you are in trouble. And vice versa, sisters. When you remove both of those things from the table and you realize that, just like Captain Asher said, this man don't pick, his Bible got dust on it.
Dang.
He's not around any other brothers to be corrected and held account. And that's a whole nother problem.
Yep, facts.
You know, marriages that want to stay away from the congregation, I'm telling you, is ending in wickedness. Because being around godly men holds you to a certain standard. There's certain things you just cannot do when you're around other godly people. Right? It's checks and balances going on.
Right.
So hold on, you said that to your real. You can't say that. You said that to you can't say that. You're going off. Right? People that want to stay secluded in their own, and I'm not saying you want to divulge all of your business to the world. That's not what I'm saying. Scriptures say out of 1,000 people, 1,000 have one counselor. That's what scriptures say. Don't go telling all your business, but at least to be around the energy, around the people who are doing these things, it keeps you in line. Right. That's why I don't understand Israelites when they have camps to go to or congregations, right? They have a body of brothers or sisters to dwell with, and they say, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just chill at the crib. And then they wonder why their relationship in shambles. You wonder why your household is in shambles. All right. You don't miss the last 18 new moons.
Right.
There's only so much you could do watching these YouTube videos, man.
Right.
All right. So we got to take that into account as well.
Now, there's a topic that I really want to get into. We're going to change up gears, because there's one topic that I really want to get into concerning Israel. Listen, man, when we getting married, when we sign a ketubas, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest?
Be honest, brother. Be honest, brother.
Listen, man. Some of you brothers getting married, man. Y'all cannot be have doing y'all weddings, man. It shouldn't just be the ketubah signing and that's it. It shouldn't be no, just you standing, they stand, your rib standing, and you sign a ketubah and it's just y'all in there. Cut it out. Stop it. No.
People want to get married in secret. You can't get married in secret.
Nah, man. Because here's my case in point. Here's why I'm saying this so much, man. The Most High gave you a gift from God. The Most High gave you a gift. He gave you a good woman, man, and you know she's a good woman. Or even vice versa, you got a good brother, and he gave you a gift, and he wants you to cherish that gift. If somebody gave you something to cherish, there's an expectation that's coming with that. They're making sure that you glorify this thing that they gave you, man. And when we get married, you have to make it glorious. You may not have 15, 20, 30 bands that drop for a wedding. But you have to understand the severity and understand the seriousness of this, man. When you get married, it's for the nation to witness your marriage. Yep. It's for the nation to witness that you and that person is becoming one flesh. And mind you, here's what also you may not be realizing also. That if you have a wedding and the wedding is still beautified, it may not be fit. You may not have 20, 30 bands, but you can still, but you have the brothers and you have the sisters, most high willing, if you are part of a congregation that is willing to help out to make or beautify the wedding, the celebratory part of the wedding. You got the brothers, and understand this, that you may not understand that you may not know if you invite people outside of the nation of Israel who don't know that they Israel, but you invite them, you have a chance to make them see the beauty of what it is to be an Israelite. Here's why I say this. I'm gonna give a prime example. Shout out to Captain Cortacaro, my brother-in-law. And my beautiful sister Ahava, when they got married. Majority of the people that I knew in the world when we threw that wedding, almost every last person that came in there said, I want to go to y'all church to see what it looked like. Because if y'all can have a wedding like this, I can just imagine what y'all got at the church. Because they didn't.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: they didn't realize how fun we can be as Israelites. That they seen the glory and the seriousness of how we took the wedding. If we're supposed to be, and here's the thing: we're all ambassadors, and we're all ambassadors and representations of the Most High, and we have to set a standard for our weddings. They have to be beautiful. Whether you spend $1,000 or whether you spend $30,000, it still have to be beautiful because the Most High is watching it.
And I want to make it clear too. Because everybody, listen, just like Captain Nash is saying, everybody don't got the bread to put up like that. That's okay. But the effort is what matters.
Right.
You can't show up to your wedding in a tank top and slides. All right. Not saying any brothers did that, right? I'm making a point as to this is something formal that is being done, and not only in front of the nation, but in front of the Most High. This is a vow between you, that other individual, and God. So if this is such a formal event, according to the scriptures, you can't just half step it. You can't half do it. All right. Shout out to my brother Nicole who just got married. All right, Captain Nicole who just got married. A beautiful wedding they put on, man. Beautiful. Right? They had that thing decked out in Treasure Coast. Right? All praise to the people, to the Most High and the people that put that thing together, because that thing was glorious. And I think just to add on to your point, Captain Asher, I think what draws so many people as well after they see a wedding, not only is it glorious when it comes together, but they're not used to seeing God being so involved in a marriage ceremony. Right? It's not only centered around the two individuals. It's like it's centered in the Most High is in between this thing.
Right.
It's something different that the people have never seen. This is not one of those worldly marriages or traditional. This is not that. This is something that, scriptures are being read. Advice is being given.
Right.
All right. These things are important for the people to see. One of the first things I learned when I came to the Lot of Zion, they always say, make sure that the people see, the representation of heaven in you. Right? When we step before the Most High, we want to make sure that we put on a representation of the heavens from the Most High. If we say we are God's chosen people, if we say that we are the judges of the earth, if we truly believe that we are the princes and the kings, the ones to rule and dominate over other nations upon this earth, why would we half step anything? Hold on, let me get this scripture real quick.
What, Matthew 22:1?
Nah, so which one you got?
Bid them to the wedding.
Not that one. It's Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. No, it's Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. All right.
Well, I'm gonna hold that Matthew.
We're gonna go back to that. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 10. Gotcha. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. Right? That's the Most High telling us, do not half step anything that we do.
Right.
You don't just just blow up a balloon, right? Put on your everyday camp garment and show up to your wedding. No, man. How about brush your hair, brother? Dang. Put some lotion on your hands. Moisturize your skin. Get all up in there. Moisturize all of that. Because you're showing yourself before the Most High. Facts. Be presentable.
Facts. I agree.
Right?
I agree.
We really got to make sure that we stepping up in these on these events that we're doing, man.
Yes, man. Yes.
We think if we just said, we read earlier in the class that this is not a light matter, if it's a weighty matter, don't you think that you should be crossing your T's and dotting your I's?
Right.
All right. Don't you think that?
Right.
Con, Shalom Israel. Hey, reach out to Minister Shalom.
Con.
We'll get that wedding going for you.
Let's get that Matthew 20. Let's get Matthew 22:1, man. Because we cannot have step weddings, man. We shouldn't have step wedding. I know when I get married, as for me, when I get married, listen, my wedding gonna be glorious. It's gonna be glorious for the sake of the Most High, because the Most High has given me something great. And I'm gonna cherish it.
You got to.
We shouldn't play with the Most High like that. Because it's like this. You gotta think about it like this. The Most High is supposed to be your proxy in the midst of the marriage. And what if the Most High is sitting on his throne, he looking down at the marriage. He like, why isn't there no flowers in the building? Why is he dressed like he's just going to Walmart? Why is she dressed like, she just came from sleeping? I'm not gonna take this wedding serious at all, because they don't understand the gravity or severity of what I'm doing, why I'm here. I'm in the midst. I'm literally in the midst spiritually.
Right.
I may have my angel in the midst of the wedding. I've wasted an angel that I could have my angel doing something else, and you're half stepping my wedding. My eyes are on this wedding to see the binding contract, and you're playing with me. Now I'm gonna play with you. Now I'm gonna have that angel become your angel of destruction. I'm gonna bid this whole thing asunder because you're half stepping me, and we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have stepped the Most High, because if we disrespect the Most High on a wedding, the Most High can disrespect us easily, and I think we can do it 7 times worse.
Pop quiz to everybody in the chat. How long did Tobit feast after he had his wedding? After he got wedded to his rib. Right? While we read this scripture, y'all, I want to see some answers. How long did Tobit and his rib feast with the people?
Right?
That lets you know how serious of a matter this was.
Let's get back to
he don't know.
Verse 1.
This is the book. We're gonna go back to that answer for Tobit, but this is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahushua answered and spake unto them again by parables, and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son.
Well, let's stop for a second. Because I want to get the severity of this. Now we know Yahushua is very well with metaphors, but you have to understand why he used this metaphor. The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son. He's basically saying, I'm setting my son up with a woman of great standard. I'm making my child, I'm for certain making my child, I'm giving my child onto somebody that is of great continence. Because I made sure that this woman was going to be right. I'm giving him onto somebody that's gonna be his ride or die. That's gonna be his helping shield and buckler, his spear, his defense, his watchtower against evil, as the scriptures say. My Proverbs 31, the one that's gonna yield me much fruit. I'm giving my son away. I'm giving my son to that woman, and the woman is becoming my son's wife. There's a sense of seriousness as he's making this parable. But let's read on.
The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all the things are ready. Come unto the marriage.
Now, he's saying that I've prepared a feast for the wedding, because some brothers believe that they shouldn't do a feast with the wedding, which is totally against the scriptures when Yahushua is just speaking about it in a parable. He's saying that there was a marriage and that people were bidden to this marriage. And also there was food and drink at this wedding. So it goes to show you that there was a celebratory part of the wedding that we should have. And it shouldn't just be just the ketubah signing. It should be a glorious thing in the eyes of the Most High. But let's continue on.
Verse 5. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city. Then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which are bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
And
so those servants went.
Go ahead.
So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not a wedding garment. And he said unto him, friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away. and cast them into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
And that's it. They hold that, and that's it. Now it goes to show you that this king was saying, bro, why don't you have a wedding garment to the wedding? It's a wedding. And the brother just sat there like,
it's showing you the severity. Right. It's showing the severity. How serious is it? You can't just show up how you feel like showing up.
Right.
Imagine that. You go to the wedding and the Most High actually, hey, where's your garment? Where's the dress?
You stuck. You just I didn't think I had to wear one. And he gonna be like, and then chop your head off in the midst of him joking around with you, mocking you, man. Because you play games with the Most High. Don't play when you getting married. Don't play games and half step just to get to the ketubah signing and then that's it. No, do the whole shebang. Why not? You got the brothers, you got the sisters behind you. They gonna help. And we gonna make that thing glorious in the eyes of the Most High, because we not gonna half step it.
Hey, like you said, why would you if the Most High is giving you a gift, he's giving you a husband, he's giving you a wife, why would you not celebrate what he has given? That's a gift from God direct. If you truly believe that. He matching the scriptures, she matching the scriptures, she doing it. She can when we read Ephesians 5. She can be cleansed by the word. He can be cleansed by the word. Right. He can be corrected using the scriptures. That in itself is a beautiful thing.
Right.
Why would you not? Why would you have a gift from the Lord? Can't do it, man.
Can't do it. It don't make sense, man. It shouldn't be. It should not be played around with. I know that. It shouldn't be wrong with.
I want to jump to Tobit real quick.
Yeah. What you want, Tobit?
1 second. Start at Tobit chapter 8. Let's start at verse 5, because we're going to go into some points of the severity of marriage. And then I'm going to go to the answer of what I asked earlier. How many days we kept the feast.
Or select 1 second.
Yeah. All right.
What you want, Toby? 8:13?
Start at verse 5 first. We'll read 5 and then we'll jump somewhere after that. We'll jump down to 19.
Okay, come. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 5. Then began Tobias to say, Blessed art thou, O God of our fathers, and blessed is thy holy and glorious name forever. Let the heavens bless thee and all thy creatures. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay.
A helper and stay, a keeper, right? Yeah. That wife was given to Adam, as our wives are given to us, to be a helper and stay. Nothing has changed. When we read Malachi chapter 3, the Lord does not change. His ways does not change, right? It does not change. Keep reading.
God. Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself.
Something like himself, right? Something close to him, something that resembles him. Let us make an aid. That wife is supposed to be that aid. So if you ask a wife, this question should be posed to her before y'all even get there. If you ask her, what is your purpose here? If she doesn't have somewhere in her dialogue after that a helper, or she's not alluding to that, she doesn't understand her purpose just yet. Right?
It's powerful. That's wow. That's really powerful.
Yeah. She does not understand her purpose just yet. And it's either one or two things that it could go down at this point. One, you teach her until she understands, and y'all should not move forward until she understands that, right?
Right.
Or two, you got to let her go back to the apartments.
Go back to the porch.
Right. You got to send her back to the apartments. All right. That's the only way. Keep reading.
God. Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself. And now, O Lord, I take not this, my sister, for lust, but uprightly.
Right. I don't desire her in an unrighteous way. I'm taking my wife uprightly in a righteous manner. I'm taking her for her true purpose. Read on.
God, therefore mercifully ordained that we may become aged together.
Right. He said mercifully ordained that we may become aged together. Not spend 2 or 3 years together. All right. Not from your late 20s to your early 30s. He said ordained that we become aged together. All right. From a young woman 20, 21, 22 up until the time you are dead. And we could read that further in this chapter. Right. Let's jump to verse 19. Jump down to verse 19.
Verse 19. And he kept the wedding feast 14 days.
How many days was that?
14 days.
So you was right. Mark 8:35. Sister Lisa, you were right.
Dang.
14 days. Tobit and his wife, or Tobias and his wife, kept the feast.
Dang. I would have been out the second day. I would have tapped. I would have been tapping out the second day.
That's a long time to be celebrating, man.
14 days of just straight turn up for their wedding.
Listen, we've been at weddings that celebrated for a day or two, and we be drained, man. We're like, yo, it's time to go home.
Yeah,
we need to go back to work. It's too much, man. All right, but that's how it's supposed to be. That lets you know how much of a joyous thing it is, how serious of the matter it is. There's nothing. Listen, if it was not that serious, the feast would not last that long. You're not gonna put a 14-day feast on something that don't matter, right? Y'all eating for 2 weeks straight based on the marriage and the union that happened in front of the Most High, right? So that goes back to our original point. Make sure that we take our marriages seriously and we do not half step. Put on your garment, oil your skin, show up in front of the Most High, and come decked out, right? We are to present ourselves in front of the Most High as glorious beings, cleaned from unrighteousness. Right. When we read Ezekiel, I think it's Ezekiel 16. Now I gotta look at that. Hold on 1 second. I think it's Ezekiel 16 and 11. Salakia. Let me try to find this real quick. Because it talks about when we're cleaned from our unrighteous ways, right? What the Most High dressed us up in.
Okay, it is I deck thee with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon my hand.
Yeah. Let's read that real quick. Give me Ezekiel chapter 16 and start at verse 9.
Come. Verse 9. Then I washed thee with water, yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head. Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil. and thou was exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom.
So remember in Matthew chapter 22, we just read about the marriage being like the kingdom of heaven, right? The marriage being like a king wanting to marry his son, right? So in that marriage, you are to show up, right? Glorious in front of the Most High. It's just like the high holy days. You don't come, I mean, unless you truly don't got it like that. And then more than likely, if you're around brothers or sisters in a congregation that truly care and they know your situation, and you tell them, listen, I'm down and out, I don't got nothing to wear. Trust me, the brother's gonna give you something to wear. At least the lot of Zion's gonna do that.
Facts.
Right? You're not gonna come to us and tell us, you know, you're not showing up to the high holy days with holes in your shirt. It's not happening. We're gonna give you something. Hey, let's put something on this brother real quick. All right.
You're gonna be fresh.
Right, absolutely.
You're gonna be fresh. I guarantee you, you let the brothers get you right, you're gonna be fresh by the end of the night. Before you even step in, you're gonna be all right. Trust and best believe that.
Right. So, we just want to make sure that we reiterate how important these things are. We are not to, show up half-stepping, and we are to really understand how important marriage is in front of the eyes of the Most High. All right. This is a serious matter. Take the person that you are going to, for all the people that are unmarried, right? Take the person that you're going to marry and make sure. My biggest advice is to make sure that they are correctable by the scriptures, right? Because all of us we gonna waver, right? On this path, we might go a little left, might go a little right, but it is important for us as a unit to be able to understand the scriptures, to be able to understand and say, you know what, I see what that's saying. You brought that to my attention. I could tighten up. My bad, right? Salakia, I messed up on that. That's showing humility. That's integrity, right? Not pride. All right. Khan, you got anything else out?
Khan, I don't have pretty much nothing else. But I do want to say this. I hope you guys really, take heed to what was brought out. I hope you guys really are really listening and hearing the scriptures come out and really taking heed to the wisdom that's being given, because we're not doing this for our own sake. We're not doing this for our own good, but we're doing this for the good, for the entirety of the nation of Israel. We don't serve ourselves. Me and Kadash, we could be doing a lot of different things that's important to us. Some of us still work. Some of us still may be having things left over at work that we have to do on the computers and stuff like that. But we're here sacrificing our time to give you this wisdom because we care for the nation of Israel. And we keep the commandments like the Most High told us to do. So I really pray that you guys are listening and really taking heed, going through these precepts and really getting instructions from what is being brought out. Because all we want is to see is the elevation of Israel so high, we're to the point that the Most High said, damn, these people are a renowned and good people. Let me free them from their captivity now. This is what we want. So with that, I say, I hope you guys are having a beautiful week. I hope you guys keep fighting, keep praying, go through your precepts. If you don't have time to go through your precepts throughout the week, go to one precept and meditate on it. If you don't have time to meditate on one scripture, put on a video or put on an audio book of the scriptures being played as you're driving to work. There's no excuse to not get some time in to get your spirit fed. Because if you don't feed the spirit, you will lead yourself into a position that you don't want to end up in. So with that, I'm Captain Asher, and I got with me Captain Kadash, and this is Wisdom. We are signing off. Shalom.
Shalom. Oh yeah.
I've been running from my past, I'm up to a sprint. Daily I pray I don't crash in this life of sin. It's so easy to relapse back to where you've been. That is why you can't relax, you can't fold a bend. We can't afford to sin. But yeah, I wish he paid the ultimate price. I really ain't know the meaning of love till I read his life. Was living so wicked, man, I was just rolling the dice. Got a chest at repentance, so you know I got to think twice. The Bible say you find a treasure when you find a wife. A husband and wife that agree is a beautiful sight. With commitment, you gotta learn patience. Something I couldn't learn overnight. But with time, I had learned to get right. Can't be dark in a room full of light. That's like trying to be dead and alive. That's like trying to find truth in a lie. Got a script, but I ain't sipping on high tech. You gotta work in your mindset. Children that lie, you can't hide that. Demons come, you gotta fight back. Demons get slayed, got that sword in my hand. If I don't fight until the end, I might be a dead man. Se vi bom dia m'baka sote yon se men. Tunde se vi bom dia m'baka sote yon se men. I've been running from my past, I'm up to a sprint. Daily I pray I don't crash in this life of sin. It's so easy to relapse back to where you've been. That is why you can't relax, you can't fold a bend. We can't afford to sin.